What's up, YouTube? Brett here. Hey, I got another motor and it is time to check it out. So I have never seen Force packaging like this. Right? See? Force. Right, back of the box. Force front. Right, real interesting box by Force. Never seen them package a motor like this. So, yeah, let's, I guess we can finish opening it up real quick. So the box just opens like this. And it's upside down in there. Huh, that's funny. But yes, let's check it out. Okay, so in the box, we have motor, collet, and gasket. Now, give me 1 second, just because it's real boring watching me pull it apart. So just give me 1 second. Let me rip this thing down, and then we will look at the guts. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so block. Let's zoom in here real quick. Block. Real standard. So steel. Hang on, let's zoom out. Come on. So steel front bearing. Steel inner rear bearing. It's got this black coating on it. Not sure what that's about. The inside looks real standard and normal. The exhaust is not port matched. But yeah, real, round, basic, really basic block. I mean, this is generic. Okay, nothing fancy. Something that was cool, though, is this cooling head. Right? It's got a beautiful shape to it. It's got the shine cuts. Really, really beautiful. Great airflow. Really thin. I mean, this thing is just going to absolutely dissipate the airflow. Now, if they're talking about CNC, they might be talking about this cooling head. Because this is not a cast cooling head by Force. You can see that this was machined from a single block. Yeah, this is totally not cast. Done very beautifully. It looks great. It looks a lot better in person than it does on the camera. Okay. Backplate. Standard Force style backplate. Non-interference. O-ring. We're not going to spend a lot of time on that. Nothing fancy there. Crankshaft. Very typical Force crank. Right? It's got the cut leading edge. It's got the scallop. It's, milled down. Right? This is not very big compared to some of my other engines. The window is pretty small, but they did ramp it really nice. I don't know how well that's coming through on the camera. Let's try this view. So they ramped it beautifully. Let me add this light, see if that helps at all. Yeah, it's not really helping. But yeah, it's ramped really nice in there. They did a really good job. It's got a beautiful fluid seal spot. Like, this is going to be a really, really nice crank. I'm excited to run this, we'll say that. Real standard head button, kind of a dynamite style head button, really small. It does have two shims. It's got a 0.02 and a 0.01 for a shim stack of 0.03. Real standard, nothing crazy there as far as the head button goes. Carburetor. We are a mid-style needle carb. I believe this is the 1213D carb. I'm not 100% sure on how to tell, but judging by pictures, because there was no paperwork with this engine. So I don't have an exploded parts view or anything like that, unfortunately, so I can't tell you for sure. But if it's like any other force carb that I've used, this thing's going to tune great. It's going to be, very easy to use, and it's just going to be awesome. These plastic carbs are great. Okay, let's look at our, and it was a pull start engine, but nothing fancy there. So our sleeve. This is the sleeve that I did on as far as the deburring video, right? So this is a 4-port, right? This sleeve could absolutely do some with some modification. If you look in the block, there's plenty of room. You look at the. Let's see if I can get the light right. Right, you can see that groove there, and then you can see the sleeve. Like, there is absolute room for modification. You could fang this sleeve. You could do some pretty cool stuff, I believe, and get a lot more out of it. Like I said, the exhaust port was not port matched. You can see that there's some dog ears up there. I mean, it's close, but you could absolutely do some work here on the exhaust and, open it up. And it would probably increase a little bit of power. I don't know if I would raise the exhaust port any, but, maybe cut some little dog ears over here. But I'm not really into modifying them. Like I said, it looks beautiful in there. Like I said, not really into modifying. I'm more of a just, buy it and run it kind of guy. And then I thought that CNC meant, that the piston was CNC'd. However, upon finally getting it off the crank, it is cast. You can tell by the inside there that is cast. That is definitely not CNC'd. The connecting rod is really nice, knife edged. Really a beautiful connecting rod. I kind of put some marks in it trying to get it off the damn crank. I really struggled with it, but that's not going to hurt nothing. That's nothing. But, one thing that I see that I'm really liking is that there is no or very minimal scratching on this piston. Very, very minimal as I spin it. That's awesome. This is probably the best, looking piston that I've ever got out of any of my engines. But yeah, I'm going to, fix up those scratches, make sure that they're, no flakes are going to come off or anything like that. Just a little tooling mark from the needle nose pliers here. But anyway, the piston is not directional. It's the same on both sides. So this is interesting. I've never seen a force look like this. So very interesting, very cool stuff. If you guys have been, part of my channel for a while, you guys know I love looking at these little engines. But yeah, so that's the, like I said, disappointing, but not disappointing. CNC must be the cooling head because this is the only CNC part on this engine. The rest of it is all cast, generic. I mean, I guess the connecting rod is CNC'd, they milled that thing out, they knifed it. But, yeah, it's all, cast. So, I don't know, it's funny. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, let me know what you guys like about my channel, what you don't like. Help me out. Help me find my way. Let's, I want to be producing content that you guys want to watch. So definitely let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.